Yes, hi friends. In previous sessions, we're already discussing how to construct a maxi tree for a given array of elements, right? So in this session, we're discussing operations on maxi trees, right? So generally, there are two major operations performed on maxi trees. One is insertion and second one is deletion. So what is the main purpose of insertion? So to insert an element or node into a tree, that operation is called insertion operation. To delete a node or element from the tree, that operation is called as deletion operation, right? So in this session we are mainly concentrating on insertion operation. So for insertion operation I'm writing the logic. So in this, once we can insert an element into the tree, obviously array size is increased, so that's why n is equal to n plus 1. So inserted value is stored at which position? N minus 1 position. Why? Because array index starts from 0th position, right? So that's why value is stored at n minus 1 position. Then I value is said to be n minus 1 position, right? Then we are checking this condition. While I greater than 0, we can follow these steps. Otherwise, we can return the result. So this is the simple logic for insertion operation, right? So here I am taking one example. So this is our maxi tree. So here I want to insert one more element into this maxi tree, right? For suppose I want to insert node 4 into maxi tree. So maxi tree is a complete binary tree, right? So in complete binary tree, we can fill all the elements as left as possible. So once we can fill the left child only, then we can fill the right child, right? So here first of all we can fill this child, then we can fill next one, right? So that is the basic thing for complete binary trees, right? So here for this tree, what is the array representation? 8 2 7 1 0 5 6, right? Now so number of elements are 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 0 1 2 3 4 5 6. So now I position is said to be this one, right? So once we can insert a new element into this array. So for suppose I want to insert 4. Array size is obviously incremented. So incremented by 1. So that is n is equal to n plus 1. So this is the function definition for insert maxi tree. So here I am creating one more function, that is insertion of maxi tree, right? So in this, first of all, once we can insert a new element into the maxi tree, obviously the array size is incremented. So n is equal to n plus 1, that is 7 plus 1, which is equivalent to 8. Fine. Then at which position we can store? A of n minus 1. A of n minus 1 means 8 minus 1, 7th position value is stored. What is the value? 4. So this is the 7th position. So array size is incremented by 1. So this is the index value. At A of 7th position, 4 is inserted. I is equal to n minus 1. So I value is said to be n minus 1. So 8 minus 1, which is equivalent to 7. So at 7th position, I is pointed. Right? So once we can insert an element, now the tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not. Now this is the new array after insertion of 4. So what is the tree representation for this array? So here 8 2 7 1 0 5 6 4 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So after insertion 4, now this tree satisfies the maxi tree property or not, right? So this tree does not satisfy the maxi tree property. Why? Because root node is 1, children node is 4. This is greater value. So that's why we are applying obviously swapping procedure, right? Again swapping 4 is also greater than to his root 2. So that's why we are also apply swapping procedure in between those, right? So for this kind of problems, I am writing this logic, right? So here, what is the logic? So after implementation of I is equal to n minus 1, a of n minus 1 is equal to value and is equal to n plus 1. We are checking one condition, I greater than or equal to 0. What is the I? 7. 7 greater than, so this is the I value. Inserted position becomes I. So I 7 greater than 0. Condition is true. Condition is true. Then we have proceed these steps. Parent is equal to I by 2. So parent is equal to I by 2. What is I value? 7 by 2. So 7 by 2 means which is equivalent to 3.5. So floor of 3.5 is 3. Again we are checking A of parent, A of 3. 1 less than 4. 1 less than 4. Condition is true. A of I. Then we can swap these two. Right? Swap of A of parent, A of 3, comma, A of I, A of 7. I is equal to parent. So I value becomes parent. So here what is the parent? 3. Right? So here after swapping, 3 becomes 8, 2, 7, 4, 0, 5, 6, 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I is equal to 3. So I is equal to 3. This is I value. So again I is compared to his parent, right? So here I is equal to parent. So again we are checking this condition. Until this condition becomes failure, we can return the else one. Until we can failure this condition, we can check these statements repetitively until this condition becomes failure, right? Once this condition becomes failure, we can return else part, right? So here I greater than 0, 3 greater than 0, condition is true. Then parent is said to be I by 2. So parent is equal to, what is I value? 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 which is equivalent to 1.5. So floor of 1.5 is 1. Fine. Then we are checking this condition. If A of parent, A of 1, 2 less than A of I. So A of I means A of 3, 4. 2 less than 4. Condition is true. Condition is true, then we can swap A of parent. So A of parent is A of 1, comma, A of I, A of 3. So A of parent, comma, A of I, A of 3. Fine. Then 3 becomes like this. 8, 4, 7, 2, 0, 5, 6, 1. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I value becomes parent. So what is the I value? So what is the I value? So I is equal to, so what is the I value? So I is equal to 3. So I is equal to parent. So then we are checking the condition. So 3 greater than 0. So I is equal to parent, 3 greater than 0. So here 3 greater than 0, swap I is equal to parent. So parent 2 less than 4. So I is equal to 3, 3 greater than 0. So 3 greater than 0, condition is true. So sorry, what is parent value? I is equal to parent 1, 1 greater than 0. I is equal to parent 1 greater than, so parent is 1, that value is copied into I. So here 1 greater than 0. So here parent value becomes parent is equal to 1 by 2, which is equal to 0.5. Floor of 0.5 is 0. So parent is equal to 0. Now, so I value becomes this one. Sorry, for this tree. For this tree, I value becomes 1. We are comparing these two. So here, parent is equal to 0 if y of parent, y of 0 is 8 less than y of 1 is 4. 8 less than 4. Condition is failure. So there is no need to swap these two values. Right? So there is no need to swap these values. So once this condition becomes failure, then we can execute else part. So in else part, we can return the result. So what is the result? 8, 4, 7, 2, 0, 5, 6, 1. Now this tree satisfies the max heap tree property after insertion of 4. So once we can insert an element into the max heap tree, then we are checking that array satisfies the max heap tree property or not. So once max heap tree property satisfies, there is no problem. Obviously this condition becomes a failure, then we can directly return the result. Once max heap tree property is not satisfied by the tree, then we can execute this process until that property is satisfied by the tree. Right? So this is the simple logic for insertion for max heap tree. Right? So if you have any doubts regarding to this session, please post your doubts in comment section. Thank you.